let's take a look at what happened in Week 9 and then a quick look at Week 10 and a little review of the standings and see where we're at with things. Let's get started. Up first in Week 9 was Ass Clowns versus Gridiron Skirts. Pretty easy victory for Ass Clowns. Skirts only scored 93 points. Even with Jordan Love only pulling off 8. Had a good enough day. And then finally, Wilson, my Jet, finally actually scored some points for me. So good on me. We'll look at standing and stuff later. Not worry about that. And then we had Whipping Boys against Show Me Your TDs, taking them out at 135 to 115. Huge day from Hertz, 31 points. Good day in general from Jason, but that 31 never hurts. So good on him. Mickles Marauders, another huge day for Dave. He has really been a point monster lately, especially in regards to Mickle. 143 points. Took out a contract year. Michael, who's been doing well, only scored 105. But even Darnold came out strong for Dave. But basically, all through his guys are just solid right now. So Mickle's killing it. As long as he fills all his roster spots, he could make a run. And then Chronic Roaches put a big beat down in Promiscuous Knids, 145 to 105. Patrick Mahomes was kind of the icing on the cake at the end of the night, dropping another 27. That's moving Roger up in the race and dropping Brad down a little bit in his division. But once, like I said, we'll go into a little more detail coming up. And then in the squeaker this week was Mullet Militia in a Monday night comeback, defeating, here we go again, 130 to 127. That game was tight till the very end. Very exciting to watch for both of them. Tough loss for Here We Go Again, but he still leads the division. Mullet Militia just needed a victory. All right, now let's take a quick look at the standings. Yours truly is leading Avengers Division by a 1 win, 7-2. Vermicious Knids is right behind. I'm so thankful for Chronic Roach's victory over him this week. Thank you, Roger. Mullet Militia moves into the 3rd spot, tying himself with Whipping Boys, who's also at 5-4. And then Mickles Marauders, who has been scoring a lot of points, is still down there 4-5, but is only really 2 games out of making the playoffs still. So big opportunities there for everybody in that division. Meanwhile, in the Defenders division, Here We Go Again suffered another loss, put him to 6-3, but he's still 2 games up. Chronic Roaches made a move and now is at 4-5. Contract Fuel fell back, as is Show Me Your TDs as well. And then Gridiron Skirts is now at 2-7. I think it's time for maybe a vote of confidence for that head coach for that team, but we'll see. All right, the Week 10 matchups, they're going to be big games. Apparently, it's a rivalry week, so whatever that means. Chronic Roaches goes up against yours truly. Roger's looking for that other next win to get to 500. Ass Clowns wants to keep on rolling. I hope Roger's not a spoiler like he was with Brad last week. I hope he's going to be a good ally of mine and roll over so I can have another victory. So keep that in mind, Roaches. Whipping Boys goes against Here We Go Again. Gridiron Skirts against Mickles Marauders. Show Me Your TDs against Promiscuous Knids. And Mullet Militia versus Contract Year. All right, now let's take a quick look in the future. I saw ESPN has already posted something like this nonsense, so I figured I would do the same. So, if the playoffs started today, we would have Ass Clowns and Here We Go Again would be in the bye, and the first 2 games of the week would be Mullet Militia versus Whipping Boys, and Vermicious Knids versus Mickles Marauders. I think more than anything, it's partly, it's a little bit of me gloating that I'm in first place, but partly too is that these spots are super open that anybody can make the playoffs still, even with 4 games left. I don't know if Gridiron Skirts can. I'd have to do the math, but just about anybody in the league can do it now. So keep on playing, keep filling up your rosters. Good luck to everybody except Chronic Roaches. Chronic Roaches, you know what to do. You know what to do for the betterment of your commissioner. All right, until next week, guys. Burner.